49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Washington football team. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And he returns this to the 22. Off of play action, here's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On play action, Lance. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Play action. Now it's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
First down, Heineke. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Another try after the first down sack. Heineke. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon, picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And across the choke into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. On 1st and 10, Heineke. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Heineke to throw it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern.
Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going to try and throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The Lance going to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 15 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Heineke from the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance rolling to his right. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First target, first catch, and a first down. On the counter, Gibson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give running right, Gibson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On play action, Heineke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Ayuk to return it. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Back near his goal line. Here's Lance. That's swung out to Mostert. Evades him at the 10. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
On the return, Carter. A good return there, 17 yards.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing, Heineke.
Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
One more time with Gibson.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before you can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Check, 47. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Red, yellow. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Drill, 52. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Lance now on 1st down. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. And Lance now to throw. This one caught by Kittle. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 43 rail. Mike's 47. Smash. Red. Pass. Hey, green. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Lance looking to throw it. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. 3 down. 47 man. Cycle. 47 is the mark, boy.
Now Lance again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Here's Carter now on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Heineke. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw, Heineke. This one left side caught by Gibson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Heineke. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's a give to Gibson. And they're well past past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to make this a close game again. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Throwing on second and long. Lance. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
47 is the mark, boy. 47 is the mic.
On third and long, it's Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Heineke's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Runs through the contact. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Gibson again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Off the play fake, Heineke. Buying time to his left. Finding room to the 20. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On 1st down. It's Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington has taken the lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Lance to throw it. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lance. Flushed out right. Got a man. That's Ayuk. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Lance a handoff here to Mostert. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? It's a run with Mostert. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Carter now on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And the play fake, and now Heineke. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Heineke. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Play action now. Here's Heineke. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's back to throw. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he's across for the touchdown. In the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A first down throw for Heineke. He's got McLaurin, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now Heineke. And that's complete to Brown. Brown with the stick skills. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. 7 yards, the pickup there. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.